Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tek Torrent Podcast. This is episode, number 45 of the year. How's everyone doing today? Today we're going to be working on this laptop. It's got a lot of issues, and hopefully we can figure it out. Before we get started, I'm going to do our usual quick roll call. Let's take a look at who's here, shall we? Let's see. Got Soul7, how you doing, man? I also thank you for being a loyal follower, man. Let me know how my audio is and if anything looks funky, if you got any chop. I worked really hard to make sure everything here was set up and fully functional before I got started, but it's possible that I missed something, so just let me know, guys. We got Fixation 500, how you doing, man? Fixation 500 says, what are this and why is my mouse sticky? I don't know, man, you tell me. That's something we're gonna have to figure out in private. Okay, guys, thank you to everyone that is here right now. So I got something a little special for you guys today. Just like I said before, this is a Razer blade. This is the model with the 3080 in it, okay? And it's also 17-inch, and it's got that nice 360 hertz display. And it's definitely seen better days. Been working really hard to try to make sure that this whole setup works. So we got a top cam, and yep, looks like my audio is still working, so let me know if it's not. And now you guys can see from the top what it looks like, and we're gonna be working on it today. I know the picture looks a little inverted, but that's so I can lean over and look at it without having my head in the shot. And you can still see my head in the upper left hand corner there. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and check it out and go from there. Let me take a look at chat real quick. Let's see who else is here. Soul7 says audio is good, visual though, you look Asian. That's funny, that's real funny. Let me transition back to this view so I could, you guys could see me while I'm looking. Let's see, Fixation 500 says, is this going to be a 3-hour live stream? No. We're just gonna disassemble today, and that's about it. We're not gonna go any further than that, because it is kind of late at night, and it did take me a while to get all this set up. So the intention is to not make it go 3 hours. Yeah, we don't want it to go 3 hours, not at all. So let's take a look at this laptop. So like I said, it's a Razer Blade 3080. I'm in the wrong view here. Here, let me do that. There we go. Ooh, see? It's a Razer Blade 3080 laptop. It's kind of nice. It's kind of big. It's a nice 17-inch screen, 360 hertz right there. And of course, I got a little something special for you guys. Got zoom. Yes. Got zooming abilities. See? 360 hertz, baby. Yeah, so we can get in real nice and close and look at all the crud in the keys and all that good stuff. So I'll zoom all the way back out. All right, let's give this a good flip. Take a look at how we're gonna do this. Let's see. So got our screwdriver kit. No, I will not be using gloves until I get into the laptop. And then I'll be using gloves, which they seem to have disappeared. Let's see if I can find them. I don't know where I put those dang gloves. You know, I have like boxes and boxes of these gloves. I hate to go off set, but I'll be right back because I definitely need those gloves before we get started here. If I don't have those gloves, we're gonna have issues, man. Luckily, my mic is wireless, so you guys can all hear me while I'm doing this. All right, found the box of gloves. Put those right there. And let me just take a look at chat and make sure I'm not missing anything. Is this working? Okay. Under a green rag. Oh yes, those gloves. No, wrong type of gloves. I feel like this is an only Dan setup for recording oneself. Why? Because of the overhead shot? It could be an only Dan's. It could be. All right, so let me tie my hair back so I could get real close to this thing. It is a little bit warm in the studio today. We got about 400 watts of lights going, plus the backlight. So let's get into this thing. I'm gonna be, of course, keeping an eye on the YouTube chat and all that. So if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and post them and I'll take a look. You're not missing anything. I hope I'm not missing anything. Let's see here. What size? These are really tiny. Here, let me get in there and show you what I'm talking about. So these, by the way, Razer Blade laptops are a crazy fingerprint magnet. So you can kind of see there, it is an extremely small Torx, very tiny Torx screw. Very, very small indeed. So that makes things kind of annoying because when you slip on something that's small, it can cause a lot of damage. Let me find my appropriate Torx driver. Nope, that feels a little bit too loose. Let's see, maybe this one? Feels a little big. Yep, that's too big, it doesn't fit. You might be asking, Shinji, don't you have these organized by size? And I would normally answer with a yes, but they are not currently because of reasons. Reasons. And this torque driver set I'm actually using is no longer available. I can't find it anywhere, as I would have linked it or something, because it's one of my favorite torque driver sets. Maybe it is this one. It just feels kind of loose to me. Doesn't feel appropriate. I'm trying to find the next size up from this one. Maybe it's this one right here. Let's see. Is this it? Nope, that feels even worse. Are these two exactly the same? No, this one's smaller. So this is a T5 and this is a T4. So we need a T6. Let's see, where's the T6 at? What's this? This looks like a T7. So we need a T6. This looks like this says T6 on it. Let's see if this fits. It fits, but only in name. It doesn't actually feel like it's going in. So I guess it is a T5. Man, I just don't like how loose that feels. I'm gonna take a look at chat real quick before we move on here. Let's transition, there we go. Let's see, what do we got? Fixation says, how is everyone doing tonight? Oh, I'm doing all right, man. I've been kind of busy with getting the studio set up. Soul 7's hungry. Shinji forced me to play Modern Warfare 2 and stream it. I didn't force you. I just wanted to watch. I like to watch. What can I say? Fixation 500 says, I'm setting up my controller for better aiming. Fixation 500 says reasons. Yes, exactly, reasons. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to transition back to the top view. I'm going to continue to take apart this laptop, and I see we're kind of far out. So I'm going to zoom in a wee bit, make sure this looks square, make sure this looks like it's in the center. I'm going to zoom in closer, so that way you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. There we go. Laptop's right in the center. Actually, a little bit off to the side so my head doesn't cover it. And then we're going to go ahead and try to take this apart. Attempt to. So I got the T5 driver because the T6 apparently is, oh, no wonder my microphone was in my shirt. Can't believe I didn't sound funny. There, I should sound slightly better now that my microphone is no longer pressed against my neck. Let's see, my wires are good? Okay. All right, let's start taking this apart. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, we do have 12 screws and they all appear to be the same. I'm gonna go ahead and put this driver in here and we're gonna get started taking these out. Actually, they're turning quite nicely. I thought these come with Loctite on them. Yep, they do. They actually do come with Loctite on it. Zoom in and I'll go ahead and show you. So if you look closely, the little blue screw, the screw has a little bit of blue on it, that's Loctite. I don't know how close I can get before this thing goes out of focus. Probably about right there. Yes, these ones usually come with Loctite on them, and that's just to keep it from backing off unintentionally. And I'm starting to realize that having a black cloth to put your screws on is a bad idea because you can't see them. So I'm going to go ahead and use a green cloth and keep all the screws right here. So I'm actually going to keep it this, like, at this wide view because you can't really see what I'm doing, unfortunately. It's a little bit too far away. And surprisingly, these screws aren't like, I don't feel like I'm breaking any torque when I'm taking them off. Oh, I didn't explain why we're taking this apart yet, did I? The reason why we're taking this apart is because it's overheating. I open up Minecraft and this thing goes to 100°C and starts a thermal throttle. It's pretty bad. Specifically, the GPU core is overheating. I'm not sure why, honestly. I did mine with this laptop for quite a while. And for those of you that really are watching this and like doing nefarious things in post, yes, that's the real serial number. You can do nefarious things if you like. It is out of warranty. So there's nothing you can do. Let me take a look at chat because that is something I need to figure out, how to look at chat while I'm far away because this laptop monitor is small. Let's see. So we got, what do we got here? Transition. I also need to get a switcher, so it's a lot easier to do this. Okay, so looks like we got MC in the chat. How you doing, MC? Thanks for coming by, man. And also, thank you for being a TekShinji loyal follower. Really do appreciate it, man. Let's see. Driving, but here listening in the background. Sup, dudes? Effing awesome. Yeah, man. Drive safely. I'll be talking the whole time while I'm taking this laptop apart. So, yeah, you could definitely hang out and listen. Y2K Anonymous, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. It's good to see you here as well. So many screws to lose, LOL. There's only 12 screws on this case, and that should be all we need to crack it off. My biggest worry is taking it off because I don't really have a lot of jimmy tools right now to get in there that aren't metal. I really don't want to damage this laptop too much. So, all right, let's go back to our view here and continue. Yeah, so the reason why I'm taking this apart, it is thermal throttling, and it's unusable. I can't really. So the Razer Blade laptops were never really good at their cooling, but at least when you run a game, it kept it under 80 degrees Celsius, right? Now it goes to 100 degrees Celsius and at like 15 frames per second. So I don't even have like any good performance, really. Okay. Oh, actually, I just stuck my fingernail right here and just lifted. So it's just coming out, which is quite nice. I'm being exceptionally careful because sometimes there's little things that are attached. I can confirm there's nothing attached. This feels... So this does not feel like a piece of billet aluminum. This feels like this was stamped. Yeah, I could feel it. This was definitely a stamped piece of aluminum. So we got our thermal pads right there. And I'm gonna just put this away right here because we don't need it at the moment. Now we got the guts of the laptop. So what's this? Power off before op. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. So this is the part we need to take apart right here. So we got the heatsink. There's battery. There's the wire. Because the battery is split on this one, and these fans right here, believe it or not, because Razer was having. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Razer was having a lot of problems with laptops overheating and the batteries bulging, right? So what they did was, if you look at the bottom right here, these fans, as you can see, they're not really cooling anything other than the battery. That's right, these fans right here are to cool the batteries. These fans right here, up here, those are the ones that cool the GPU and CPU, okay? They're right there, and I'm not exactly sure what this is. I think this is like the chipset. This is probably the chipset. I'm not 100% sure, but the GPU and CPU are right here, And yeah, this is thick copper. I could feel it when I hit it. But these fans down here only cool the batteries. So let's take a look. Where is the battery connection? It's usually a nice thick wire coming off of this thing, and it is underneath, which means I'm not going to be messing with that because it's probably glued in or something like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna screw with that. I'm not gonna really do anything too crazy. I'm just gonna take the heatsink off. So, I mean, the worst case scenario, I kill the laptop, right? You know, no big deal. Let's see what we got going on in chat here. Oh, you guys can see the top of my head. That was disturbing. Nobody wants to see that. Let's see. So let's see. Fixation said, yeah, it's a Razer. It's a Razer blade with a 3080 GPU in it. A 3080 series GPU, limited at 100 watts though. So it's kind of gimped. It's got the i9. I think it's the 10th generation. I can't remember. It's like 3 years old at this point. New England Crypto, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining the live stream. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming by, man. Hope you have time. You're always usually pretty busy and stuff, man. OMG, it's TekShinji. Yeah, it's me, man. How you doing, man? How you doing? Y2K Anonymous. I haven't opened a laptop in like 5 or so years. Brings me back to stressed out troubleshooting. Yeah, like I said, for those of you that are just joining us right now, the reason why I'm going through all this is because this laptop is overheating and it's not great. So, by the way, guys, let me know how the stream quality looks. I've done a lot of work to up and improve it. I've actually tripled. That's right. I did a 300% increase in the bit rate going up to YouTube, and I still got strong signals here. Last week, or 2 weeks ago rather, because last week I was sick, I capped myself to 5,000 kilobits per second. This time I got 35,000, okay? Because during that stream I changed it to 10, and it still looked kind of soft. It didn't look very good. So this time we're at 35,000 kilobits per second upload. So hopefully the quality looks really good and the audio should be nice and sharp and nice and clear. Let's see here. Fixation 500 says it looks amazing. Thank you, buddy. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's not easy. I'll get my remote camera up if I have a moment to kind of go over what I did. You guys could watch the last stream. I actually showed my setup and how it all works. New England Crypto says, "Been too long, brother. We're hosting 2 parties at the studio right today. Craziness." Yeah, man, that is insane. That's a lot of work to do. All right, let's go back to the laptop here. I'm gonna zoom out here with my handy dandy remote. Yeah, guys, isn't that kind of cool? I get to zoom in and out. Yeah, that was not by mistake, guys. I don't like the angle that we're at. It kind of looks kind of pitched, so I might fix that. But that is on purpose, so I can lean in pretty far and almost be over the laptop without blocking the camera, and that's by design. So we're gonna zoom in to about right. Let's go about right there. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering what all these are my lighting controls. So these are basically, oh, what am I doing? I gotta zoom. Okay, oh, I just dropped that on the laptop, but don't worry, it's right on the RAM. It's pretty resilient. These are all my lighting controls, and the tape represent which light it is. That way I can remotely control them without having to walk all the way over. So put those all back, and we're gonna zoom back out. Yeah, I know, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna leave some fancy comments about me dropping the remote on the RAM. I'm not even gonna read that right now. We're going to change tips, and we're gonna go over taking these out. So I'm gonna zoom out. Let's see what I'm doing. Put these over here. So I'm gonna leave it with the bit I used, and now it looks like we're gonna be using a Phillips. So Phillips driver. Yep, that seems to be the perfect size. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. And let me just take a look at chat real quick before I move on. Let's see. Soul7 says video looks like an Atari game. Tane says looking good as usual. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. New England Crypto says video quality looks so good. Okay, that's great. I am glad to hear. You should be able to see every little bump on my face and every little scar I have and the scar I have on my chin. See how crooked my teeth are? You should see everything in wonderful 4K. I tried doing this in 4K 30, but the poor little 3060 Ti I'm using to encode this stream wasn't able to handle it. So I am only doing in 4K 30. I tried 4K 60. 4K 60 is something I'm gonna have to work on because I really want to stream in 60 FPS in the future. Fixation 500 says, where is Pikachu? Where is Pikachu? Oh no, where is he? Oh, hold on, man. We can't continue without Pikachu. Oh, here he is. He's just chilling. Oh, hold on. Okay, I got Pikachu right here. All right. See, Pikachu is right here. We're nice and happy. Okay. I'm gonna put you over here. I can't believe I didn't have Pikachu in my background this whole time. So Pikachu will be right there for the remainder of the video. Soul7 says, drops 3090, might as well take out a 30. Soul7 says, TekShinji drops 3090, might as well take out a 3080 as well. So technically that was a 3090 Ti, so even worse. That was when I was hanging and holding like this, it goes snap and it just fell. Y2K Anonymous, how long have you been using that laptop? The insides look so clean. Oh, come on, buddy. Do you not know who I am? I keep my stuff clean, okay? Haven't you seen this wonderful crocodile head or alligator head, okay? I keep all my stuff clean, all right? Thank you to Soul7 for sending me over a little Louisiana flavor, by the way, which is also the thumbnail for this podcast today. He sent me this cool box. It actually has been painted in my colors, and it's actually ultraviolet reactive. So, no, I keep my stuff clean. So, with this laptop, if you actually, here, let me go to a top-down view and I'll show you. It's actually relatively dirty. So if I zoom in right there and I pick this laptop up, you can see the dust inside the fans there. You can kind of see it like that. It is pretty dirty. The cooler itself is going to be pretty dirty. The rest of this area, there's not all that much airflow. Most of this gaming laptop, the airflow goes into those sections. So this is the back, goes on like this, right? Sucks in there right here and right here. And most of it gets thrown out here and thrown out here. And these fans right here, they actually distribute all the air throughout the chassis. It may look kind of clean, but it really isn't that clean, to be honest. It's kind of dirty. So I'm gonna do one of these here. That way I'm not blocking anything. And we're gonna go ahead and start taking the heatsink off. Let's see. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There should be more. Should be, but I don't see any more because, yeah, here we go. Got a screw right there, but we got a little cover on it. So right here, my finger is, you can kind of see there's a little sticker there. That's probably like a warranty sticker or something like that. I'm not going to worry about it because this is already out of warranty. So yeah, I believe that's got to come off. There's a little bit of the heat pipe that's pinched. That's on purpose. That's how they designed it. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to put on my gloves because I don't want to get oils inside the machine. My hands are clean. I wash my hands, but I don't wear gloves because I don't want to get oils and handprints, fingerprints inside the actual machine itself. Let's take a look here. So let's see. Fixation 500 says, "How clean is your browsing history?" It's not. I'll be very honest. I look up computer parts all the time, especially computer parts that are less than fully shrouded in plastic. Let's see here. That one guy, Oz, how you doing, man? Thanks for joining the live stream. They go, "Yo, Shinji, you sir are freaking out freaking standing." Oh, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming by to the live stream. Let's see. D Miners, how you doing, man? D Miners, thank you for coming, man. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Let's see. Fixation 500 says, "Why is that leaking?" Leaking? Oh, you mean like right here, this stuff? So I'll switch over in a moment, but that is like oil from the silicone pads, the thermal pads for the memory and other modules inside the computer. They leak over time. It's normal. It's just silicone oil. Let's see. New England Crypto says, I have to get back to hosting this event at the studios. Take care, man. We'll see you around. Thanks for coming by, man. I really appreciate you being here, buddy. New England Crypto says, Shinji, can we chat tomorrow? I need help figuring out something. Yeah, no problem, man. Just DM me on Discord. You know, you got my DMs, man. Only like 20 people can actually DM me on Discord, and you're one of them. So go ahead and DM me. Just hit me up so I don't forget, because tomorrow's gonna be a pretty busy day. I gotta go watch Mario. My realtor is actually hosting an event that everyone that's bought a house from her is going to this event. I'm not exactly sure, but I get to see the movie for free. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a little bit of, you know, little shilling going on in there or something. But yeah, I get to see the movie for free, so that's all that matters. Soul7 says, no evidence left behind. Let's see. Fixation 500. I thought only Gigabyte did that. Yeah, no. Any thermal pad will leak with enough time. So this laptop has been mining for 2 years straight, and you know that may be part of the problem that it's having. All right. The D-Miner says lies. The dirty browser history. Yeah, it could be it. Realtor. Am I saying it wrong? Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. All right, I'm gonna switch the view here. I'm gonna start doing disassembly of the cooler, and then I'll take a look back at chat in a moment. So these ones right here, these four, they're the ones that actually hold it down against the GPU core and die. And I'm not just haphazardly taking these off. I'm remembering the torque that it took to take them off as well. And it's not that much, to be honest. It's not on there very tight. And yeah, so we're just gonna start taking these out one by one. I need to get another camera that has an angle here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Right now you just see a bunch of black hands doing stuff. So I'm actually gonna separate these so I know what side that they came from. And there's going to be one more screw down south over here out of the view of the camera at the moment, and we'll do that in just a second. Let's see, I'm just going to take a look here. So there should be more than that. I really hope I don't have to go to weird places to take these screws out. So there's one more screw down here. Wait, yep, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to get like a flathead and just gently scrape off this protective sticker. And I'll go in more. Oh, no, this is at maximum zoom, right? Yep, it's at maximum zoom. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this protective sticker very carefully. Oh, it's actually like falling apart. It must be, yeah, it's definitely one of those like self-destructing stickers, because I could not take it out without totally destroying it. It's definitely gone. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one out. That one goes right there. So that comes off like that. And this is probably on here kind of stiffly because it's been pressed against that area for so long. So we're just gonna gently pull it up. And this is the problem I knew I was gonna run into. I don't have a plastic jimmy anywhere around. So let's actually take the fans off, maybe? No, because one of the screws we can't access. Let's see here. Making sure there's nothing else I need to take off before I start prying on this thing. All right, I'm gonna go get a plastic jimmy or something similar to that. Let's see, let me take a look at chat before we move on. So what do we got here? Fixation 500 says, I give my clients pies for Thanksgiving. Oh, yes, which is quite nice. Y2K Anonymous, you should get the Gamer's Nexus mat. And Fixation 500 says the edible kind. well, technically they're both edible, right? Y2K Anonymous, the reason why I don't have one is that it's kind of expensive. The other part is that it is actually electrically conductive. And that's not a big deal. I like that it does do that, but I don't need it per se. And lately I've been trying to save my money on things like that. So I'm gonna leave it on this view. It just kind of sucks because you won't see anything, but I need to go get something safe to pry that up. So give me a second. I gotta go get that plastic Jimmy. I didn't have it up here in time for the stream to start, but this is a good test of the range. So I definitely don't want to use that. Stella will get mad if I use that. Oh man, I just need a little plastic or like a wooden chopstick even, man. That would work. Where's my plastic little jimmies at? See, I know I left them out in the... Oh, this would actually be a really good test of the range. So I am currently in the kitchen, which is the room next door. And you know what? This might work. Getting some kitchen items. And now I'm gonna head upstairs to the tool room and see what I have up here. Because if I don't have anything that'll do the job, this is gonna make it much more difficult. Let's see. I'll bring my tweezer kit just in case. I have a bunch of metal pry tools, but not plastic ones. Those are all not here right now. All the plastic pry tools are out and about. They're not here. So I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm kind of going through my stuff. I have boxes of stuff because I still haven't cleaned everything up from moving. Getting close. You know when you're like, you move and you have a bunch of stuff, and you like look for something and you can't find it, then later on when you don't need it, you find it? Happens to me all the time, but all the stuff I actually do need, I never do find. Alright, so I think those plastic Jimmy tools, I did in fact leave in the appropriate spot, which I cannot easily access at this moment, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to do with this. I'm gonna go up to the attic. I might cut out for a second here, guys, so I'm gonna go up to the attic and try my luck going up to the 3rd floor. See if I have anything over here. I got nice metal pry tools. Again, wrong type of thing. All right, I'm coming back down. Let me know if you can still hear me, because if you can't, that's understandable. If you can, it's pretty impressive, because that means this wireless audio at minimum power settings goes all the way up to the 3rd floor. And that's pretty impressive. All right, I'm gonna check one more spot. Checking my drawer full of crap that I still haven't organized yet. The freaking camera arm in here, amongst other things. Personal protective equipment. Okay. Let's see. What about here? Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. I thought I at least had one in this entire office, but I guess not. Okay, I'm gonna buy a new kit. That's gonna be the determination I've made. We're buying a new kit, and all right, now I am on the 1st floor, and I'm gonna get some of that nice masking tape. Masking tape, where is it? we're gonna make a non-marring, non-conductive tool. We're literally gonna make one. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Take a look at chat real quick. All right, yep, it's working. What do we got here? Fixation 500 says a butter knife should work. Blue face, blue, wide-eyed. I don't. Oh, that milk pie. Fixation 500 says so. This is some high-quality content here. Yep. No, not the attic. Oh, you guys could hear me in the attic? That's crazy. Is this some horror movie stuff? It is the attic, and the clown rooms are terrible. Yes, the clown room. I did have to go through the clown room. Audio the entire time. Wow. Sound quality pretty good. Just wonder what the delay is from, more than a room away or so. There should be no delay, so the system I use actually does not have any latency. It doesn't have any latency the further you go, because it's kind of semi-digital. It has a set latency that basically, imagine I transmitted you a signal 14 times, right? And I make sure that the signal is always 1 second behind. That way, if one of these 14 channels gets compromised, you have at least one or two to grab the signal from. So that's how this specific wireless system works. And it's more reliable because of that reason, so to speak. But that's good to hear that we never lost signal the whole time. It's great to hear. Okay, so... Oh, Crypto Tito, how you doing, man? Thank you for coming to the live stream. Thank you for joining us. All right, we are going to continue this laptop teardown. For those of you that are just joining us right now, we're basically taking this laptop apart. We're going to try to jimmy off this cooler. All right, very, very carefully, because I don't want to break it, obviously. I just want to get it off so I can fix it. But the problem is, it's on there pretty damn good. All right, here we go. I got some of the good stuff. 99%. And get some microfiber cloths that are sacrificial. They're ready to be thrown away at a moment's notice. Don't worry, guys. They signed up for this. Okay. Got the good stuff. We're heading back inside. Closing the garage door. I don't need those plastic jimmies. I'm good. Who needs them? Who needed them anyway? So I really do hope the heat pipe didn't break off, though. That would really suck. That'd be very, very unfortunate. Okay, so I got the good stuff. Don't need any of this. Put this down here. Okay. Let's transition back. Take a look at chat real quick. Y2K Anonymous, we can hear again. Awesome. Took it outside to do some stoop drinking. No, nothing like that. I took it outside because I was gonna bring it somewhere and do something with it. I actually do, it's spiritus. It's like, it's ethyl alcohol, but it's like 100% proof or something. It's something really high. Okay, let's take a look at this and start cleaning. So, got our good stuff right here, 99% isopropyl alcohol, unopened. And we're gonna just start gently cleaning away all the thermal paste, but, pro tip, we're gonna use a dry paper towel first. So I'm gonna go get some. I don't have any of the equipment in the studio. I have to go all the way to the kitchen. And you know what? While I'm here, I should probably get some Q-tips. Most of you guys are probably like, half the stream, Shinji's not even in the video. This is a scam. Tell you what, I'll make it up to you guys somehow, some way. in the future. I will make cookies again. Yeah, that's right. You guys like the video when I made cookies, right? You all like that one. Okay. Got some paper towel, got some picks. Why do I have picks, you might ask? Because this is how you get thermal paste out of areas that are really hard to get it out of. Let's take a look at chat. Insert, it's a scam gif here. Yeah. All right. So like I said, today we're just going to do disassembly and cleaning, but looks like we might be able to actually put this back together tonight because the thermal pads are in relatively good shape. Okay. So I'm just going to wipe off as much of this crusty crap as possible. Being careful not to apply too much pressure. We don't want to crack anything. We don't want to break anything more than it already is. Wow, that's really shiny. It's crazy that is a CPU, isn't it? The GPU is like massive compared to it. So we're just gonna use this to careful because there's SMs right here. We don't want to break those off. We really don't want to break those off. We would have a bad day if we broke those SMs off. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera, but this part's pretty delicate and I don't want to break off certain parts of the GPU that we really don't want to break off. Okay. And try to wipe it away as best as we can. Now, this is where I would have a can of dust off, but I don't. Instead of blowing on everything, I'm going to just use my very high precision tweezers. My very special tweezers. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay. Time for the alcohol. Wow, the surface of the GPU is kind of rough. I wonder it's because it's been running so long without appropriate cooling. It might be. I'm actually soaking the rag. I'm gonna like kind of drench the area in alcohol so all this stuff dissolves. There we go. We're just gonna keep soaking it until I'm satisfied. Whoa! I'm satisfied. Soak this dye as well. All right, while that's soaking and getting all that goodness, take a look at the chat real quick. So let's see here. We got Fixation 500 scam D miners. Is that a drink? We got a drink going there. That's cool. All right, let's go back. We're gonna continue our cleaning. Now, normally I would use Q-tips for a lot of this, but can't find them right now. Q-tips would be ideal, I'll tell you what. It's definitely what I would use. So basically, don't do what I'm doing. Paper towels are fine, but they can leave residue, and that's generally not ideal. So I'm only using this paper towel to like do a rough cleaning. And the rest we're going to do with microfiber cloth that doesn't leave as much residue. Okay. Now for the microfiber cloth. I'll make a little point, start rubbing everything. Yeah, the top of this GPU is kind of cooked. It's actually like, it does not look that great. Honestly, it doesn't look good. Like I could see where the thermal paste has actually like come off. It's not looking great. I could see where the thermal paste has come off and kind of slipped into other parts of the computer. No wonder this thing was freaking thermal throttling and having all these issues. The CPU itself looks like it was fine. So this is all GPU. The GPU is the one that was hurting the most. Again, I'm trying to be as gentle as I can, but also aggressive. I really don't want to break off these little contacts by the GPU. That would be less than ideal. Alright, I'm going to take my little pick here and very carefully remove the thermal paste between them. Now, if this was anybody else, I'd tell them just to leave it and don't worry about it. But you know me, kind of a perfectionist. So I'm just very carefully and gingerly pushing off the thermal paste between them, being careful not to hit the actual modules. I am kind of bouncing off them. Because really in this part, none of this matters. You could have all the thermal paste goop here and it won't really affect the machine. It won't affect the cooling performance. It won't affect the performance of the machine in a meaningful way. It's mostly just me being OCD. Yeah, the top of this GPU is looking rough, man. It's honestly not a good sign. Alright, let's use a clean patch. We're just going to continue to wipe this down until we are satisfied with how clean it is. Also clean the surrounding areas of thermal paste. Clean the tops of the memory modules. Okay. I actually like this stuff better, but I can't use that cloth right now. I'm just gonna use the microfiber side of this cloth now. This is one of those cloths that has two sides. One's a terry side, one's a microfiber side. So we're gonna go ahead and use the microfiber side to do more of a detailed cleaning. And right now I'm applying a little bit of pressure to the top of the GPU to try to get some of this roughness out. Who knows how long this thing has been cooking like this? I should have definitely fixed this way before. Definitely for the future, I'm not going to let it get this bad because this is kind of not good looking. Alright. I'll bring it up to the camera and we can see how it looks now compared to how it was before. Check it out. You see that like pattern on the top? I can't really get rid of it. I don't want to sand it. I don't want to do anything weird like that. I just want to clean it. So I'm going to get a fresh part of the towel that we haven't used yet. Put some alcohol in it. And I'm going to clean. Final cleaning on the areas in question. Clean the top of the SMs. And yeah, why not? Clean the chipset while we're here. And now I just made it dirty. I'm gonna get more. Yeah, this top of this NVIDIA GPU is looking rough for sure. It's not looking that great. We'll take some pictures of my phono, and then we're gonna put this baby back together. If you guys have any questions for me in chat or whatever, just let me know and I'll go ahead and make sure to go over there and check them out. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to get the light. And then the chipset. All right, and then the laptop itself. Okay. Let's take a look at the chat real quick, and then we'll go to reapplying the paste. Soul7 says, use some emery cloth, not real advice. Let's see, D-Miners, you don't have D-Miners microfiber cloths, OMG. That one is not yellow, and mine are fine in fiber. Just some info. Good to know, man. Soul7 says, built-in self-destruct, whatever is detect, it detects, whenever it detects mining. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Have a pack of 10 of them. Let me know. If you want, let me know. Oh yeah, I'll definitely let you know. So let's see. We're gonna go see if we have some of the good stuff. I know where I have the thermal paste and things. We're gonna put this laptop away for a moment, because we're done cleaning that. We're gonna go ahead and clean this section. And I'm actually probably gonna end the stream after we're ready to reassemble, because I don't want it to go too long. Unless you guys wanna stay here and check it out, let me know in live chat what you guys want, because don't wanna go on too long for stuff that's kind of boring. This could probably make a good video, but not like a long stream in my opinion, because this does take quite a bit of time. All right, so look at all that junk. Look at that thermal paste. Ugh. We're gonna go ahead and take that off. I'm gonna use our little kitchen utensil. Wow, it's just coming off. It's not even like gummy. It's literally just coming off. And then we're going to just dump that. So we don't want that getting on our thermal pads or anything like that. Yeah, this surface is looking rough. It is not looking good. No wonder this laptop was having many an issue. So the paste over on the CPU side is actually not as bad. It's a little bit gummy and I can actually get it off. It's a little bit pasty still. But the GPU side, yeah, nope. That's definitely got some problems. So I'm just gonna let that soak. Let this soak over here. I really hope I didn't break any heat pipes though. That would be very unfortunate. So I'm just gonna try to agitate this stuff. It's because it's not moving. This is not a good surface whatsoever. It's a very bad surface. This is definitely gonna need some work. I'm gonna have to go get a scrubby pad and work on it. I have some really fine sandpaper I could actually use, but I'm gonna try to avoid using any sandpaper. Do I have my scrubby pads? No, believe it or not, I cleaned this whole house myself, right? Should know where that stuff is. Like, I got a whole box of it somewhere. There's all the chemicals. Literally a box of stuff. I don't see it here. Maybe it's in the bathroom up there. I don't know where else I could have put it, really. Let's take a look here and here. Yeah, let me know, guys, in live chat if you want to see me do the whole process. If not, we're just going to end it pretty soon and I'll just finish it up later. Maybe in the next live stream. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow, who knows? And I'll continue it. Continue the process to completion. Just kind of going close to 2 hours here. And I know what it feels like when a stream is going too long, because I've seen and been a part of many streams like that, and I know how I know how it can feel. How about that? Yeah, I need something slightly abrasive, just slightly. Okay, so I found the next best thing. You guys are probably gonna laugh if I show you this, but I don't have any emery cloth. I don't have any of the good stuff. I don't know where it is, unfortunately. All right, let me take a look at the chat. Let's see here. Scrub Daddy. Yeah, Scrub Daddy. That's exactly what I'm probably gonna use, to be honest. So let's get started. So I'm using this thing right here. And wow, it's working. It is actually working, guys. Yeah, it's working. I mean, of course I knew it would work, obviously. It is working though. Take away the residue. Yeah, you could actually see NVIDIA. Like, you can see the text of NVIDIA like inscribed into it, kinda. So let's get some You know, I have some special stuff that could really take this off really nicely, but I don't know if I want to use something quite that aggressive. This is not good, man. This is like freaking, this is bad. At this rate, I might have to replace the pads. If I'm actually making contact with them, I better be careful. All right, what I'm gonna do is go in and see if I could get this to have movement. Looks like this is gonna need to be scraped off. Oh, let's see. So that works. It's got to be careful not to get into the copper. I'm just going to make some light scratches. And what I think this will do is allow the alcohol to penetrate a little bit deeper until we have bare copper again. Take off the residual. Oh, what am I doing? Don't want to do that. All right, I guess it's just going to require elbow grease. This is not a thermally conductive surface for GPU. It's pretty bad. I don't know how it got this bad. I guess mining on a laptop isn't the best idea, huh? Okay, we are making some headway though. Not all is lost. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that abrasive stuff and a little bit of water, and we're gonna just very carefully use it to scrape up the area a little bit better. This is not something I recommend you do. Y2K Anonymous says, I'm playing Hearthstone right now. Yeah, Hearthstone's fun. I played that a while back. My concern is the single spot where it looks like there's a hole. Maybe heat pipe busted on backside? Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Let's see. Fixation porcupine? Not sure what that is. MC. Yo, what's up? Sorry, I was driving. How you doing? No, it oxidizes copper. Yeah, I know. It's taking the oxidation layer off. It's basically scrubbing it down. It's like a very fine sandpaper. Sorry, it's too late. Y2K Anonymous, vinegar, TekShinji with a little salt. Yeah, that's basically what this stuff is. It's almost exactly the same thing. Why would they put a whole dent on top of a GPU on purpose? Good point. I don't know why, but it might be. Soul 7. Oh, never mind. Different spot. Yeah. It's this is on the cooler itself, guys. So I don't. Thing is, if I don't get this stuff off, it's not gonna make good contact thermally, and then it's gonna cause issues. So I'm just trying to look at it and think of what the best way would be to remove it. And the thing is, I don't want to junk this laptop. It's a good laptop. So to get this stuff off, I might actually just have to use something kind of aggressive. I'm going to just do this and see if it comes off. And then I'm going to try to polish this spot lower, because it is on there, my friends. It is like embedded into the copper. So this is working, but I feel like I might be doing more damage. So I'm going to be careful to only limit this to spots that I definitely need to work on. It's working though. It's going a lot faster. It's just scratching up the surface, so I'm gonna have to polish this and make it not as scratched. Because that's obviously not good for a thermal interface surface to be all scratched up like that. So like pieces like this right here, I don't know why that's still there. It could be that this core got busted. There's like black spots here, which I don't understand what that black spot is. So what's weird, guys, is that it's almost as if the thermal paste is like impregnated into the material. Oh, I think I found out what happened. This might not be a good sign. It looks like there's a hole in here. So let's take a look. So, oh, sorry, I was in the wrong view this whole time. My apologies. So I'm gonna bring this up to the camera, to the light. Those black spots, I need like a macro lens because this probably can't focus, but where the black spots are, it appears to be like a crater, like a hole. And if that's the case, this thing might be done, unfortunately. So I'm gonna just gingerly try to remove it without causing too much damage to the surrounding area. But yeah, I can kind of see like remnants and leftovers of stuff. It is working though, I am getting it off. It's just interesting that it's all like damaged like this. I never really seen this before. I am definitely damaging this surface though. But it's probably going to be better than what it was before, which was not working. Maybe I'll put this on eBay, says it has a problem, and sell it. Just joking, guys. I'd be honest about it. I wouldn't lie like that. That's bad juju, guys. What goes around comes around. Remember that. Never be dishonest with people, because then they'll be dishonest with you. Well, there's a difference between being dishonest and omitting the truth, right? Yeah, like this stuff is like ingrained into the material. Difficult to come off. But I am getting it off now. It is coming off. Just have to be super aggressive, unfortunately. In some spots, it feels like there's an actual like hole in it. You might have to take this to work and polish it. All right, got a little bit more to go, guys, and then I'm gonna polish it with my polishing compound. But this surface is probably done. The days of this laptop performing like top notch, well, unless I get another cooler, it's probably not gonna happen again. All right, let's mix up the slurry. And we'll just use this fine sandpaper-like material to try to smooth out all those scratches I just made. And hopefully give it a much better surface than before. Using the traditional swirl pattern. You guys might be familiar with this if you're married. Oh wow, that cleaned up real nice. A lot better than before. I mean, it still looks like crap, to be honest, but it looks much better. All right, I'm gonna do a cleaning. Yeah, even though I did a ton of damage to this, it looks much better. So that's after one round of polishing. I'm gonna polish it again. Try to smooth it out because it looks not great. It literally looks like there's holes in it. It's a very uneven surface. So I'm just trying to remove the last remnants of any thermal paste that's caked on here. I think that's it. Clean it off again, give it a polish, and then hope for the best. Because that's all we can hope for. The other area here with just the CPU is actually pretty good. I don't see anything wrong with it. The thermal pads are in really good shape. I'm surprised for all the crap that they've been through. This one has some junk in it. I'll just take it out. Okay, let me take a look at the chat real quick. I've been breathing in alcohol fumes all night. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see. Soul7 says, oh, hold on, let me change the view here. See, thermal interface material can't take care of. So there's a hole right there, I think. I think that is where the cooler broke. Because if that's the case, yep, that's an actual hole. So that's what happened. The cooler ruptured. It's unfortunate. Actual hole there. So cooler ruptured right there. All the liquid and stuff came out. That's probably the hiss I heard when I lifted it off the laptop. And there's actually still fluid coming out of it. See? I might have actually filled it with this compound, which would be pretty bad. So I might actually have to buy a new one of these, which would be pretty unfortunate. Well, the best thing we could do now is just to put it back together and hope for the best, right? I'm gonna go get some thermal interface material. I'm gonna clean this area up and we're gonna go put it back together. And then we will end the stream and maybe play some Call of Duty. If we do need to buy a new cooler, actually we're gonna definitely need to buy a new cooler. There's an actual hole here. Let me take a look at chat real quick. Let's see here, let me switch the view. All right, you broke it. Let's see. Soul7 says, married 17 years, don't have a clue what the swirl method is. OMG, it hits different when I type it out. I feel old now. That's funny. That's quite funny. I'm gonna go up and get some of that really nice Thermal Grizzly thermal paste. And we're gonna put this laptop back together and just see how well it does. Because it's, you know, it's kind of done. Sad to say, if its cooler is broken, then, you know, there's not much that can be done. It's pretty much gone. But we're gonna do everything we can, give it some new thermal paste, and hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. This laptop is kind of old, so maybe they have a new cooler out. And I could just swap it over, you know? Okay. Don't feel old, man. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Got some of the good stuff. Maybe if we put liquid metal on it, we'll have a better chance. You know what I mean? I mean, at this point, why not, right? Okay. So we got our nice fat tube, Thermal Grizzly, good stuff. And put a nice dollop on there. Whoa. This paste is kind of watery. That's not good. I'm gonna need to mix it up a little bit. Give me a second. It might have settled a little bit from lack of use. I'm gonna get some stuff and clean it up because it's just kind of gooping and coming out all over the place. It's like thermal paste water all over the place right here. So let's All right, we're back to regular thermal paste scheduling. I did just waste a bunch, but I had to do that to get the right kind out. It's way too much. Yes, I know. It is. It's quite a bit. But at this point, you know, it might not matter. And what I'm doing right now, I'm just spreading it out more or less more evenly because this does not have as much mounting pressure as like with the desktop or something like that. So we are the ones that apply the mounting pressure. Okay. Make sure there's no crap in here. Even though there's a hole in our CPU, hopefully it's okay because there's even more liquid coming out of there. Ah, man. It's unfortunate. It really is. And liquid's just gonna continue to come out of this thing. There's an actual freaking hole in the CPU block thing. GPU block, sorry. Alright, let's see if I can get this in here. We got it out at an angle. We're gonna put it back in at an angle. I'm gonna try to get rid of this. Okay. Let me take a look at chat before we continue here. What the? Fixation bailed to go play Crispin, knock, FBI, open up. Ha! How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the live stream. All right, so basically, if you're just joining us now, we're trying to diagnose why this laptop was overheating, and unfortunately, this cooler is junk. There's a hole in it. There's an actual hole in it, and the stuff inside the evaporative material is leaking out. So I'm basically just doing like a band-aid at this moment to make it work again, and then after it's, you know, we're gonna have to buy another cooler to get this thing back to normal. Unfortunately, this is like hundreds of bucks. Probably not. If you know, if it isn't not that, if it doesn't have if I could find one cheaply, then yeah, I might go get another one. But before we do that, I'm actually going to take a picture of where it's broken so we can look at that later in post. Oh, come on, it won't focus. Let me make sure I can get in there and look at it. Yeah, it's good enough. All right, let's get this baby back in here. Yeah, right when I took this off, it started hissing, and I knew that was not a good sign. All right, so the way I went was an angle last time. So I'm gonna do the same thing, go in at an angle, make sure I'm not crunching any wires. There we go, underneath. Make sure I'm underneath here. I'm having a problem getting it back in. Let's see, what am I getting jammed up on? There we go. And just like that. All right, let's start putting it back together, boys and girls. And we'll see how long this laptop lasts before this cooler explodes again. So we're just putting all the screws back together. Sorry, wrong view. Same deal, go backwards, then go forward. Anyway, so the stream today we're gonna end with go ahead just putting this laptop back together, and then I'll give you an update next week on what happens, because we're gonna need a new cooler in order to make this thing work again, which is very, very unfortunate. But hey, you know what? This thing did mine me like almost its same equivalent value of Ethereum back in the day. But that's what happens if you leave your laptop on its side mining and the evaporative cooler can't do its job correctly. So remember that, folks. It'll overheat the cooler and it'll have issues. And I'm trying to do that nice X pattern to get everything nice and tight. And just going everything once. Make sure I turned everything enough. But yeah, if we get a new cooler, some new thermal pads, all that good stuff, maybe we could breathe some fresh life into this laptop. I gotta say, this cover came off really easily. No issues whatsoever. It just literally just came out. See, it just kind of goes on like that. Change over the tip. Gotta say, this is probably one of the easiest laptop, well, it's not a repair anymore, but easiest laptop disassembly and reassemblies I've ever done. It's actually been really, really not that difficult. There's other laptops that cost a lot less money and I had much more problems with. This has been a pretty decent experience. Like, honestly, it's not that bad compared to other laptops. I've definitely had much more problems. All right, let me take a look at chat real quick, and then we'll probably go into the ending here. Let's see. There's no point to even trying it. Yeah, long time no see, Shinji man. Looking handsome as always. Thanks, man. Did I hear explosion? Let's go, make it rain. Savage. Yep. It definitely had issues, that's for sure. But yeah, this part's probably gonna be pretty boring. We're just gonna reassemble it, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream. It's okay if Fixation went to go play Call of Duty. I would too. This is not exactly that exciting to watch. This is probably level 3 out of 10. Like level 10 being like the frickin' Squid Games from Mr. Beast. That was very entertaining to watch, even though it came out like a month after series. It was good. It was very good. I watched it. It was good. It cost him millions of dollars to make, though, which is kind of insane. But he also made millions on it after it got published. So yeah, just putting these 12 screws back in, and this, like I said, this has been quite a pleasant experience. Would I buy a Razer laptop again? I don't know. There's a lot of competition out there. Razer kind of has lost their, like, oh, dude, I have a Razer, man. Oh, wow, you got a Razer? Like, it has lost to their, like, the reason you got one. It's not really as much of a thing anymore. It used to be that having a Razer meant, like, quality and all this other stuff. But now, you know, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of good laptops out there that don't cost nearly as much. Like, for example, this thing costs over $3,000. Is it worth $3,000? Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of subjective. But it's a good laptop. It is. Would I buy another one? I don't know. The problem it had was definitely from... Yeah, right now the mic isn't appropriately supported, so I should probably adjust that.